Righty. Oh, okay. Guess we are live. It doesn't do an intro video anymore. All right, fine. Uh, okay, just checking on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. Fantastic. Well, let's start the camera here. Hello and welcome everybody. I'd like to welcome. I know DJ Play Nice was here in the chat. He says, thanks for hosting. Amsterdam has always been an absolute blast, eh? Have an awesome show. Well, thanks, DJ Plana. It's good to see you in here. And Amsterdam is, one of my favorite places in Europe. I think I've been there maybe 4 or 5 times because it's a transit city when you're going through to Germany or Poland or elsewhere up through Belgium, you pass through Amsterdam. That's just the nature of the trains and the situation. It's geography and where it's situated. But yeah, it's a fantastic place. Really enjoy the Netherlands. I've only been to Amsterdam. I would like to go to Rotterdam and explore. I'd love to explore all over the Netherlands. Actually, that would be fun. But and boy, people there. I think everyone, the men and the women, they're all 6 foot tall and blonde. It's really quite a thing. It's quite impressive. And do I have any videos of? Well, let's open with it. And yeah, you pass through Amsterdam if you're going to see anywhere in Germany, like Cologne, we call it. That's up pretty close by train to Amsterdam. And if you want to go see the cathedral in Cologne, here it is. Yeah, there you go. So that's something you can see going from Amsterdam into Germany. You can go and see that. It's quite close. But here we go. Let's throw up a picture of Amsterdam. And yeah, we are starting late tonight because I was just over on a good friend of ours. Cinema Gulp is the channel. Ben was the host along with John, and we were just over with them celebrating. They've been on YouTube for 9 years, so we were just over doing a fantastic action movie director showdown, and that went a little longer than we thought. That went on for damn near 6 hours. So that's why we're starting this quite late tonight. So I might be just talking to myself, but oh no, and who else? Talking to myself and DJ Plana. So good to have you here. But yeah, this is Amsterdam is famous for canals. Amsterdam actually has more canals, according to the tour guide in Amsterdam, more canals than in Venice. And so there are lots of riverboats all around Venice. I'm assuming people live in a lot of them. And excellent to see you, DJ Play Nice. Just looking at the canals of Venice, and I get the impression you have been there. Because, you said it's always been an absolute blast. It has been. I've been there 4 or 5 times and just love the canals. Did not partake in the weed over there until my very last trip. But that's sort of mandatory when you go over there. But the canals, I didn't find any smell to them, but I also didn't find any smell to the canals in Venice. And okay, I thought you had been there, DJ Play Nice, twice. Fantastic. Well, if you want to join, uh, absolutely. I mean, we'll just be talking to ourselves, but there's the StreamYard link if you want to join. If not, no worries. But yeah, the canals, they permeate all of Amsterdam, and they are an incredible feature of Amsterdam. Really, really enjoyed. And okay, there they are at night, and that is the red light district. On the left hand side there, that is an iconic establishment in Amsterdam. There you can see a live show, uh, if you know what I mean, like an adult live show, shall I say. But it is definitely festive at night. It's definitely gorgeous. Yeah, there you go. There's the red light district of Amsterdam. It is quite late, so we're not going to have a long stream tonight, that's for sure. And there, ooh, there's a young me on the streets of Amsterdam yeah, right near the canals, right in the red light district, and lots of groups of people going around. I was with a buddy. He's the one taking the photo. But yeah, I didn't see too many solo travelers. It was lots of groups of 4 and 5 people walking around, and not looking necessarily for prostitutes, but just looking at the scene, just sort of people watching. And DJ Plain Ice in the chat says, "Canal culture is so intriguing. I've never been to Venice." Yeah, there's more canals in Amsterdam, and although Venice is older, I believe. It felt older to me anyway. Definitely felt older. The other thing Amsterdam is famous for is their bike lanes and their public transport. Their train system is quite impressive. Lots of bikes. Lots of bikes end up in the canals, actually, and they have special dredge. I have a postcard of it somewhere, but they have special dredges that float on the canals, and they have cranes, little guys in these little backhoes that pick up bicycles because they get ditched in the canals, so they've got to clean them out all the time. But yeah, the other thing Amsterdam is well known for is the train system, and it's just really efficient. I walked all over Amsterdam, the old part of Amsterdam. You can easily walk from the red light district to the Van Gogh Museum, which is just a fantastic museum. In probably, I would say the highlight of Amsterdam would be the Van Gogh Museum for me personally. And actually, I might as well get it. I have this print right here. Well, I can show that later. That's fine. Yeah, I did pick up a print from the Van Gogh Museum. It's the one where I believe it's a self-portrait of Van Gogh, and it's a skeleton smoking a cigarette. Although the cigarette looks suspiciously like a marijuana cigarette, and in Amsterdam that would be fitting. But yeah, there's the street view sitting from a coffee shop right there in Amsterdam. And I want to say hello to Miskatonic Madman. Hey, good to see you. We're just looking at the street view in Amsterdam, sitting at a coffee shop, looking out over the traffic. And they've got lanes there for cars, and they've got a separate lane for bicycles that's paved. And they've got another lane for the streetcars that go by. And I want to say hello to the lovely Sherry. Welcome. And good to see you. And Miskatonic Madman, hey, fantastic to have you here. So we're just looking at the streets of Amsterdam here. We're looking at the canals, but the streetcars are very cool. I like those, easy to get around. So the canal district's super easy to walk around. The bridges every block, so that's easy to walk around on foot. Although you can take the trams, they're easy as well. And there was some English in Amsterdam, and that's the Dutch flag right up there. And I like these old buildings. A lot of them, a lot of this style of old building all through Amsterdam. And I just really like the style. I'm not an architect. I don't know what you'd call the style. But now, speaking of the coffee shops here, let's see if you happen to be in Amsterdam, and I don't know DJ Playnice. I know you said you were there twice, but here's my favorite coffee shop chain, the Grasshopper Coffee Shop, and they have coffee, but they also have specialty marijuana, which is all legal, and you can smoke it right there. And they have menus that light up, and you have to be of 18 years old, and you can go in and select from a menu on the wall, and then they give you quite a large bag of it, and there's papers, big papers at the till where you go to buy it, and yeah, you can select from there. But I highly recommend the Grasshopper. That's a fantastic chain. And no, that's not right. Let me welcome. Hey, Rancor Steve. We're just talking about Amsterdam. Good to see you here, my friend. Excellent to see you, Rancor Steve. And coffee shops are not cafes. No, they're definitely not. Although I did get coffee there. They definitely sold coffee as well as the marijuana. The Dutch Renaissance buildings are pretty damn sweet. Yeah, they are, DJ Playnice. Absolutely, they are. The architecture in Amsterdam was fantastic. And I want to say hello, welcome to you all. Yeah, it's the architecture was a lot of fun. Yeah, just beautiful buildings. And if anyone wants to come up and co-host, you are more than welcome. No pressure. But there it is. Yeah, I only have like I said, 39 pictures tonight, so not a whole lot. It's going to be a fairly quick show. Okay, so there I am at the coffee shop, and that is, I believe, that is the Grasshopper right there. I believe that is the Grasshopper Coffee Shop. It's a chain. There's a few of them there, but that was a fun time. Definitely go to the Van Gogh Museum before you go to the coffee shops. I would say that. And this is the hemp hopper. So this is a little weed delivery van that it delivers weed all over Amsterdam. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I will show the one. I do have that Van Gogh print right here. Yeah, so here is, let's see if I can do this properly. Yeah, so this is a Vincent van Gogh print. I got it from his museum in 1999. I have been there. I was there in 2007, I think was the last time I was in Amsterdam, but this is in 99. I picked up this. So this is a Van Gogh painting. This print, I don't know, it was about $20, I think, mounted on a nice piece of wood here. But yeah, that is a self-portrait of him smoking a cigarette. So I highly recommend the Van Gogh Museum. They have his sketchbooks there. They've got all kinds of all different formats of art. They've got stuff in pencil. They've got watercolor. Beautiful paintings, just gorgeous, absolutely. And yeah, so that's a little weed delivery van. So I thought that was kind of cool. And again, the architecture all through Amsterdam, it's just gorgeous. Really, really unique. It's not like a lot of other countries in Europe. I mean, Spain is different altogether. France is different altogether. Although Spain and France have similarities between each other, but they're completely different than Dutch architecture. Again, German, Poland, nothing. I don't know anything that's sort of like the Dutch. Even Belgium, which is next door, has completely different architecture. So I really thought it was unique. Although, like I said, I'm not an architect, but it looked different to me. And yeah, there's now there are not all the canals are narrow, as you can see. Some of the canals are quite wide, and you can rent those glass viewing boats, just like in Paris on the Seine River. You can rent those or book a book a trip on one of those glass top boats and get a gorgeous view of Amsterdam from the canals. I thought that was kind of cool. And Molecular Arts says the Van Gogh Museum is fabulous. You're darn right it is. It's not that big. It does not take that long. I mean, you can spend a long time there, but it's not overwhelming like some other museums in the world. Um, and it is a really nice museum. And there's another really good museum nearby that I have gone to, and I can't remember the name of it. I should have looked that up earlier. Shit. Um, but that's there's a whole bunch of good museums in Amsterdam, and also the Heineken Brewery is in Amsterdam. I did not go to that, but that is also something you can go to in Amsterdam. And DJ Play Nice says one of my trips was for Cannabis Cup. I can't remember many of the shops that were hosts that year. No kidding. That's fantastic. Yeah, the Cannabis Cup, that's a big thing. The weed over there was impressive. They had a huge, big list and a menu, and the papers they had, they were like, I don't know, they were extra big, let me tell you. But it was as strong as anything we produce here in Whistler in British Columbia. It was very high quality stuff. All very professional over there. It's not sketchy at all. And I'm taking photos of the authorities for some reason, but that is those are Amsterdam police officers, and they've got the paddy wagon there. Is that a window in the paddy wagon for the prisoners? That looks like it's a. Well, that's nice of them to have a window for the prisoners. That's. Oh, there you go. Okay, thank you, Molecular Arts. The Rijksmuseum is big. Takes all day. That is one of the other museums there. Yeah, the Van Gogh Museum is not that big. Van Gogh Museum is much smaller. But yeah, thank you for that, Molecular Arts. The Rijksmuseum is big. Takes all day. Well, I was there for quite a while. I want to welcome Anti-Derivative Jill. Hello.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hi. Thanks for. Yeah, thank you.
Here in Amsterdam. Yeah.
We are here in Amsterdam. We're looking at these are police vehicles in Amsterdam, and I want to welcome William Shakespeare. Hello. Hell, yeah, we're a bit late tonight because, Anti-Derivative Jill was with me. We were there for almost 6 hours at Ben's stream.
Yeah, it was incredible. A whole big tournament, bracket tournament for all the action movies that they wanted to put up against each other for, what was it? The Joel Silver and Brackenheimer producers battle.
Yeah. Just something like that.
And,
yeah.
I'll just tell you the last two. Well, what? Go check it out on Cinema Gulp, and it's a really great battle.
Man, there were so many good movies there too. That was a great battle. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I want to thank Ben for having me on. But that's why we're starting a little late. But I only have 39 photos tonight, so there's not a lot.
And I already missed how many? 7.
It's not. I don't even think there. The canals. There's more canals in Amsterdam than in Venice, Italy.
Oh no way! I didn't.
Yeah, yeah, and I didn't get any. Now some of them are wide, like this one, and you can rent these glass top boats and go all through the canals, which was kind of
Did
cool.
you?
I did go on the boats. Yeah, I did go on the boats, and it was during the daytime. You can do it at night as well. And I was just commenting where the architecture here in Amsterdam in the Netherlands is different than Spain and French architecture and German. It's just like it's hard to describe, but it's just very different. It's cleaner and straighter, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and
It's
there's a
nice.
weed
Oh,
develop
that's what
weed
I'm expecting when I
delivery.
go to
There's a
when I go
weed
to
delivery
Amsterdam.
little scooter van, yeah. And there I am at the coffee shop that serves more than coffee, if you know what I mean.
Right, right. That's what's Amsterdam's famous for is their coffee shops.
Yep. There's the Dutch flag there with the three colors, and that other, you see that's the Amsterdam flag, I believe, with the red and the black, and you see that all over as well. But yeah,
Really, 3X? That's the
yeah,
Amsterdam flag?
that's what it. Well, that's what I
That's
believe it to
badass.
be. That's what I mean. DJ Play Nice might correct me, but I or William Shakespeare, but I believe that to be the Amsterdam flag.
You're correct, but I mean, triple X?
I
That's
know,
awesome.
right? Yeah, and lots of public transportation. Although I walked everywhere. And there I am. There's a there I that's 1999. I was there in 2007 as well.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's the red light district, Jill. There you go. There's the pink neon. That's where the sex shows are in there. I did not go in, just for the record.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that they had that too.
Oh, live
Interesting.
apparently. Yeah, right on stage. But I didn't go in. I'm allegedly
What?
that's
Like
yeah,
pornography
like right
in
on
real life?
stage. I guess so. I mean, I don't know, but apparently that's yeah. Yeah, I did. I couldn't believe it. I learned afterwards. But yeah,
Wow.
and there's the same area during the daytime. So that's and people live on these houseboats.
And now we're caught up. Yes, the
Yeah,
houseboats.
yeah,
Those are
and
cool.
so and there are narrow canals, but in the red light district, everything's very narrow. Some of the passageways between buildings are super narrow too. So it's like you're being herded through little passageways. But yeah, it wasn't dark. It was well lit up. It was festive, and a lot of people, like all these people, weren't going around looking for prostitutes. They're just people watching, and you can see the girls in they're dressed in scantily clad clothing, and they're kind of dancing, and it's a bit of a show. But, yeah,
Hmm.
here's
Yeah, well, and Vegas has showgirls dancing around too, all over town.
not wearing a whole
But
lot. Yeah,
mhm.
that's true. The coffee here was good, by the way. It actually was good. I was with a buddy. We needed 5 cups of coffee after the weed to get going, but we were there for a few hours.
Oh. Oh, you were too relaxed, so you had to
We
balance
were a little because
off
it's
the
legal
coffee.
there, of course, in the coffee shops, and yeah, we
Right,
were
you could
very
just smoke it like
relaxed.
a cigarette on the street.
Yeah,
That's
but
that that would be a great reason to go.
yeah, well, we sat at the coffee shop and just relaxed and sat right there and had coffee and the joint right there. And ooh, I do want to see. Okay, DJ Play Nice says yes, it's the flag of Amsterdam. Don't know why there are 3 X's. Well,
Well,
they
it might
make
be because
beer.
yeah, and that sex show. Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure that's not the reason, but it's
No, well,
tempting.
maybe it is. Do you mind? Yeah, I didn't realize it was like a live sex show, Jill, either until like I was traveling with a buddy and we went on to Belgium and then um, uh, Poland and Warsaw and afterwards he said you know what we were talking about it, and I said no, I didn't realize that. That's what it was. I thought it was a striptease show. And he goes, oh, it starts as a striptease show. Do you mind reading this from our
Wow.
friend Molecular Arts, who I think is also familiar? DJ Planet says he's been to Amsterdam twice. I get the feeling Molecular Arts has been as well.
Molecular arts says, notice how a lot of the houses have a gantry crane on the top floor.
Ah, yes, you do see that in New England too, Jill, if you've ever been to New England. Um, but yes, I see this right here. My cursor is right there, but you can see there's a white crane sticking out, as well as, yeah, this one here in the middle. All of them do. Yeah, all those houses have
Sure
cranes.
enough.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, let me. How can I? No, that's not it. Yeah, but yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic architecture there. I really enjoyed. I really enjoy uh, architecture in general, and Europe has some really interesting and diverse architecture. That's not a there. That's a better one. But yeah, if you can see the cranes, that's incredible, and that's for lifting in furniture and just helping with people moving in and out. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, wow. So somebody will lift a piano up to their
I
apartment like that?
I guess, well, a small piano, piece by piece. I guess so. And William Shakespeare in the chat says, Moleculars, I was told when I was there a long time ago that those were primarily for getting the furniture into the houses from a barge or a boat. I assumed. Yeah, that's what I was told. So that's also what I'm led to believe. William Shakespeare, who is wise in these things. And oh, I'm going the wrong way. Way to go. No, that's still the wrong way. Okay, so and the churches, um, really super impressive. I mean, I'm not a religious type of person. Have nothing against religion, but I will say, even if you're not religious, go and check out the architecture on these churches. It is some of the best in all of Europe. Are the churches unbelievable?
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
And oh, do you mind reading this from our friend Jill?
William Shakespeare in the chat says, I'm talking specifically about the one seen from a canal. Obviously, there are street facing ones too.
Hmm. Yeah, with the gantry cranes. Yeah, yeah, I've seen that in a few European buildings and in New England as well. And this is one of the museums in Amsterdam. Uh, one of the public squares as well. Not a whole. Um, Germany has big public squares. Poland has big public squares. Spain as well. Amsterdam, I found them to be much smaller, like this one here, for example. And again, the buildings in Netherlands I found more linear, more angular, as opposed to the maybe the French or Spanish style that's more curved. I guess I found the Netherlands architecture to be, yeah, more angular, I guess, but
Did you
beautiful
go to
nonetheless.
this? Did you go to this museum?
Not no, I did not inside. No, I just went to the Van Gogh Museum. And did you see
Oh,
did you see the portrait I got, Jill?
no.
Ooh, check this out. This is a Van Gogh print that I got in the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam in 1999. This is apparently a self-portrait of Van Gogh, a skeleton smoking
Oh,
a cigarette.
wow. That,
I know.
that is awesome.
That's an
Oh
actual.
my
My mother
gosh.
was mortified, and I said, "Mom, it's a Van Gogh."
And not only is it a Van Gogh, it's a self-portrait. That's awesome.
And I'm not
That's
convinced that that
badass.
is. I don't think that's. I mean, he's in Amsterdam. I don't think that's a tobacco cigarette.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
yeah. Well, I
I don't
mean,
know.
what was the marijuana smoking like back then? I don't know.
I I don't know, but yeah. So that's I picked that up in the museum, which I thought was cool. yeah, that's in the Van Gogh Museum. Beautiful museum. I spent a lot of time there.
Oh
They
yes,
got
I would
s-
too. I would too.
and just yeah, the more of just walking around Amsterdam, just exploring. Just on foot, and you just come across as the sun's getting going down, just incredible buildings. And now Indonesian, there were I don't know why, but Amsterdam had a lot of Indonesian restaurants there, and it was instead of big portions, they do like it's called a rice. The translation is a rice table meal, and instead of like one or two big portions of food, they bring out like 18 courses of little tiny portions, and that was an experience.
Like tapas.
Yeah, kind of like tapas, and it's meant to be shared, a shared experience with friends. So that was fun. Yeah, yeah, like tapas, exactly.
It says it says it's because of Dutch colonialists that they have a lot of Indonesian food.
Oh, did you just look that up now? Oh,
Yes, I
I'll
did.
be damned. That's okay. Well, I
Sure.
didn't know that. That's why. Okay, that's why. That makes sense. And they also had a Lego shop there that was quite prominent. I don't know why, because I don't think Lego's not from the Netherlands, is it? I thought it was Swedish or something. Yeah. Anyway, they had the prominent Lego shop there,
Yeah, that's
which
cool.
was
I love
weird.
Lego.
Ooh, and they had this was in Japanese. That's Japanese, I can tell you. It says sex video shop with private cabins, and it's specifically catering to the Japanese. I can't read three
Oh,
nights. Yeah, I don't know. 3 hour. Yeah, I can't read that. Two 2 minutes something 2 minute. No, no, no. Can't read it.
and this is a throwback, a nostalgic kind of thing because you don't have to go to a video shop
No,
anymore.
not anymore. No, that's right. You don't. That's right. But yeah, I wish I could read that, but I'm not good enough. I need some practice. And there, okay, so this is one of the narrow alleyways for going down in the red light district. But again, these are all tourists. This is like there's men and women and husbands and wives going down through here. It's mostly just. I mean, later in this was probably around 10 o'clock at night. I'm sure 2 in the morning. There's actual customers going through, but it seemed to be mostly
And they're not
a
even
tourist thing.
hiding anything anymore. There are sex
No,
positions right up there on that sign.
yeah, correct. Yeah, that's correct. And yeah, molecular arts, according to what Jill looked up, Indonesia was a Dutch colony at one point. Wow. And DJ Playnice in the chat says the Zocalo in Mexico City to rule them all. Yes, the plaza, the main plaza in Mexico City. It's freaking huge. Yes, it is. You can go to my channel and there are videos about it at nighttime and in the daytime. The cathedral is one of the most inspiring I've seen in anywhere, but I haven't spent a lot of time in the European equivalents. They are comparable, DJ Play Nice. In my opinion, the Mexico City Cathedral is impressive, and it is supposed to be reminiscent of the European style, the Spanish style, and in my opinion, it is. And they're just as nice over there. So get over there. Yes, get over to Europe. Denmark. Lego's from Denmark. Okay, molecular arts. You're probably right. Yeah.
There we go. We got lots of shops, lots of churches, lots
Hmm.
of restaurants.
Yeah, and again, the ones with the pink are usually the sex related
Oh,
shops.
they're color coded. That's
They
helpful.
are definitely color coded. Yeah, they seemed to be, and well lit up, really colorful, and people taking romantic boat canal trips at night, which was kind of fun.
Awesome. Who
And
needs to go to Venice? Amsterdam's got it all.
exactly, and yeah, lots of people active at night. This is again, in the evenings, the village just comes alive at night, and just like there are like castles all over Europe. This is one of them. I did not go in, but I would have liked to.
Yeah, I
There
want to
was
go
just
in.
so much to do. I don't think I've ever spent more than 2 nights in a row in Amsterdam, and it's the kind of place you should probably spend a week. But yeah, again, just really wide streets, impressive, and you can see the bike lanes there. And I tell you, I was walking and walked around a lamppost and set maybe 3 steps in the bike lane, and this old guy way up the way, I wasn't even close to him, started ringing his bell and started to speed up to try and like teach me a lesson for daring to walk in the bicycle lane. It was crazy.
Whoa, I guess he
I
wants
know.
to mark his territory. This is the bike lane, not for your
I
tootsie.
guess. I guess, yeah.
Whoa.
And DJ Play Nice says, yes, Italy should totally legalize herb. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I think so.
Then maybe I'll think about Venice.
Yes. Yeah. And, oh, yeah, there's some interesting banner flags with, this was not vandalism. They're made that way. I guess the wind doesn't damage them that way. But yeah, interesting flags for the Dutch there. Somebody was smoking a little too much, and I don't know what the point of those banners are. But you do get a nice view of, and I like how the Dutch have trees in their city in Amsterdam. That was nice, amongst the buildings.
Definitely.
It would have been among. This was the springtime. Yeah, this was May. This would have been May in Amsterdam, and that was a public school of some sort. I'm not sure why
It says museum at the top.
Oh, it does. Okay, it does say museum. That's what it was. So that was one of the other museums that I was recommending in Amsterdam, and it was up in the chat. Someone here put it right up there for us. Oh yes, Molecular Art said I can't pronounce that. It's Dutch. Rijksmuseum. Rijksmuseum with a J in it is big, takes all day. So I think that was this other museum that I went to, if memory serves. But yeah, the museums. Don't spend your whole time in Amsterdam. My point is, don't spend your whole time going to the red light district and the coffee shops, weed shops. Go to the museums. It's well worth it.
Oh, definitely. I want to go to the museums. Whoa,
Oh, and
that's
you can
sushi.
bento sushi in Amsterdam. You know what? And I gotta say, it wasn't bad. It was
That
pretty
looks
good.
that looks like different from the sushi I eat.
I know it was pretty good.
Comcomer? Wow.
Yeah.
What is that?
But con comer, ready to eat.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so this is something unique to Amsterdam, and you won't find this in Venice. This is a spot. There's one spot that you can go to in the canals, and it'll be part of your tour guide on the boats. It's called the Seven Bridges, and you can see 7 bridges in a row. You can count them right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right in a row. And that's the only spot on the canals that you can see 7 bridges in a row. So that was kind of cool.
Nice. That is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Very
And
trippy.
very old bridges too, as you can see. And do you mind reading this from our friend Molecular Arts?
The flag of Amsterdam features 3 white St. Andrew's crosses on a black band, set against a horizontal tricolor of red, black, and red.
I'll be
Oh, they're
darned.
St. Andrew's crosses. Those are not X's.
Okay.
That
All right.
has
So it's not triple X for pornography then. Okay.
That's right.
I gotcha. Too many bikes, says Molecular Arts. The Rembrandt Museum was my favorite, says William Shakespeare. That is an all-day adventure. I bet. Where the hell was that, William Shakespeare? I don't was that in Amsterdam? I don't think so. Maybe it was.
It says the Netherlands.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is in Amsterdam. Like I said, the
Yeah.
museums are well worth going to. And okay, the other thing that they sell in Amsterdam are diamonds. And this is a diamond merchant, and I'm in here with a horde of people, and I couldn't. These ladies were going nuts over the diamonds. I was being jostled about. But yeah, this is a diamond distributor and retailer right in Amsterdam, and I know that was a big thing. So
Wow.
yeah,
Cool. You captured that part of
yeah.
the economy.
Hi, Sashi. Greetings and hello. Sashi's here from the other side of the world. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Okay, and William Shakespeare says, yeah, it's definitely in Amsterdam. Otherwise, my acid trip must have lasted a hell of a lot longer than I had thought. Well, there you go. Okay, the Rembrandt Museum,
William
eh?
Shakespeare. William, did you take the acid before or after you went into the
That's awesome.
Rembrandt Museum?
And I want to say hello and welcome to Greek Letters. Thanks for being here. And he says, Arimba, muchachos. So, yeah, we're just looking at
Hello.
Amsterdam. Those are the canals in Amsterdam and diamonds, which Amsterdam is also famous for. And that is, again, the squares in Amsterdam, they do have public squares, but like this one, they're kind of smaller. Nothing like Mexico City, like DJ Play Nice was saying. But still, the public squares are nice. The buildings are nice, and it's quite easy to walk around. Just don't step in the bicycle lanes, or the bicyclists will try
That
and
was
run you
the
over.
Royal Palace.
Ooh, was that
Oh,
what
yeah.
that was? Thank you, Jill.
You're welcome.
I knew I took a picture of it for some reason. Yes. William Shakespeare says, I'm not an acid head, just making fun, but that museum is definitely there. Hang on.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I had to ask.
Do you mind reading this, Jill?
The Rembrandt House Museum is a museum located in a former house in the Jodenbree Straat. I don't know if I pronounced that right. In the center of
Joden.
Amsterdam.
I think,
Jodenbree Straat.
yeah. That is awesome. You know what? I bet you I would bet money I've been there. I bet you I have been there because I went to a bunch of museums in Amsterdam. The Van Gogh Museum is the one that I remember the most and really stands apart. But yeah, it's like I said again, one of the best parts of Amsterdam is the museums. And yeah, this is the Royal Palace. That's an impressive building. Again, I was not invited to tea, sadly.
Too bad.
Yeah. And yeah, that bell tower is you can hear it ring all over town. I don't know what religion. I presumably Catholic or Protestant, one of the two in Amsterdam. Not sure which. Oh, and the other thing was there was quite a Navy presence there in Amsterdam, which was impressive. That was, and I believe these are Danish, because that looks like is that a Danish flag on the front? That naval frigate. But yeah, that was impressive to see the Navy there. And Greek Letters says, nowadays Amsterdam is famous for its red light district. Have you visited it? Yes, indeed. Certainly have. Greek Letters. We were just looking at some photos of the red light district because it is right on the Atlantic, right on the coast. You do get a naval presence there. That was interesting. And yeah, again, some of the really wide canals. in Amsterdam. Uh, I thought they would all be quite narrow, but as you can see, this one is a pretty major canal. And there we go. Oh, there's the 7 bridges. I'm trying to get a better shot, but yeah, that's the one spot where you can see the 7 bridges right through and all the canals. And that takes us right back to the start. And molecular arts Calvinist. Ooh, that's a good guess.
It's
Yeah.
true. He got it right. I I looked it up. Yep.
That's bingo. Wow, that is fantastic. And William Shakespeare says, I absolutely love the canals there. Miss that the most, I think. I would agree with that, especially at night. I would agree with that 100%. And he says, you probably at least walked right by it, possibly unknowing. I bet you I went into it because I was trying to go to as many museums there as possible. It's just they get mixed up in your head, eh? Yeah, this is the one of the canals, and here's the red light district, Greek letters at night in right the old part of Amsterdam, and it's not a far walk from the Rembrandt Museum. It's not a far walk from the Van Gogh Museum at all. So there you go,
I always
Greek
wonder
letters.
how all these cars get anywhere with all the, when the sidewalk is the street.
Well, in the main part of Amsterdam, there weren't a whole lot of cars, as you can see. Like there's a couple there and some motorcycles, but in general, especially at night, they're not going anywhere down there. And then you get the wider streets, the main boulevards. But in the old, smaller sections, there's no cars there. But yeah, so that was the red light district there, Greek letters. But yeah, this is that was quite good food there too. Across the street, there was an Italian restaurant that was really good pasta. Maybe it was because of what we smoked beforehand, but the food tasted really good. I gotta
Well,
say.
that's true. Sometimes, yeah, that makes it. Oh, this is the best of this ever.
That's right. So yeah, fantastic architecture. But yeah, that's all the photos I didn't take a lot of photos in Amsterdam. I've been there like 4 or 5 times, but each time it was just for a day or two. So that is what we have.
Yeah,
But
and when you want to make priority of the experience, I guess then you take less photos. That makes sense.
well, that's also what happened there. That didn't go right. That's true. But I do have though. I do have a couple of stickers from that coffee shop, so I can recommend the Grasshopper. They certainly have a lot of good selection there.
Clever, cute.
It is, and I have some. Now I was there in 1999, and the last time was 2007. And I think the Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken, they're on the euro now. But here they used to be on the the Gilden. So here is from 1999. That's the Dutch money there, and that's 10 Gilden. And there's the back of it. Yeah, so that's kind of cool money, I thought. But then they upgraded. So now here's also 10 Gilden, but this is the new, more colorful kind of fun money. Definitely a lot more colorful. So yeah, that's.
But it doesn't have the man on it anymore.
It doesn't have the guy on it. No, that's right. It does, but it is quite a colorful bill. I do like the color to that. But yeah, no, the dude is. Who is that? It's Frans Hals, Hals, Frans Hals, and it looks like there's some mathematical spiral projections on there. Hals. Is that a last name that you're familiar with, Jill?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know
Yeah,
who he is.
yeah. But anyway, so there's some
But
Dutch
if I
money.
look it up, it says that he's a Dutch Golden Age painter.
Ooh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, the art, and museums all over the Netherlands. I can't recommend don't spend all your time in the coffee shops and the red light districts. You got to get into some Indonesian restaurants and also the museums. Yeah, the museums are a highlight of Amsterdam.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense. Museums during the day, coffee shops right before
that's
bed.
it. And yeah, molecular art says they do use euros now. I thought so. So yeah, you can't even get these anymore. So these are both, even the older one, are obsolete now. So yeah, see, that's why. Um, I really hope I never have a house fire, Jill, because how am I ever going to replace that? Like, I can't go back in
And
time, and I can't go back in
ooh,
time. Not yet,
oh no.
not yet. But oh, here we go. Do you? William Shakespeare says, "Oh right, Franz Hals. That guy still owes me money from a few hundred years ago. Slacker."
Ah,
That's right. So thanks for looking that up, Jill. See, that's why having a co-host is important because yeah,
you make me
it's
excited to learn about the world, Spidey. You're the catalyst.
Amsterdam's a lot of fun. I mean, the canals are gorgeous. The museums there, just absolutely fantastic. Uh, and just the culture. It's a bicycle culture, and lots and lots of bicycles and lots of people bustling about and very modern buildings, it seemed, compared to the rest of Europe. So no, I highly recommend Amsterdam. I would like to get to Rotterdam. Um, I know that's a similar city that's sort of nearby. The Netherlands are not a big set of places. So yeah, there you go. There is Amsterdam. So thank you so much. I know, Jill, we had a long stream with our friend Ben over at Cinema Gulp. So thanks for joining.
We did. Hey, you're welcome. I kind of miss Amsterdam. This is such a place that I used to talk about in my early 20s. I want to go to Amsterdam, for the obvious reasons.
Hmm. Yeah,
But now I want to go for the culture too.
yeah. And this is again at night. Okay, this is like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and in the red. This is the middle of the red light district here, Greek letters, and it doesn't look scary at all because it's not scary. It's well lit up. It's very professional, and it's touristy if anything. The red light district is touristy. After midnight, it's a different story.
It's
I'm
like a
led to believe.
grown-up circus.
Yeah. And do you mind reading this from Greek letters?
As for the notorious coffee shop, their weed is very bad quality. Really?
No, not at the
No, but
grad.
you know
That's
what? I drink. Well, I bet I would like it.
this coffee shop. I've spent a lot of time in British Columbia, and let me tell you, we have some good weed here, BC Bud. And this coffee shop, the Grasshopper, has some high quality weed. It's as good as anything in Canada, I'll tell you that. Uh, and yeah, people are very aggressive on the bikes. No kidding. Would you mind reading this from Sashi, Jill?
Sashi says not as aggressive as the Japanese army on bicycles during the invasion of Malaysia, I think.
Oh, oh, snap! Wow, they use bicycles, really? I guess.
Wow, like horses.
Yeah, I guess so.
My goodness.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. Well, no. Well, I don't know. This old Dutch guy, when I stepped into the bicycle lane, he might have been more aggressive than the Japanese. I don't know. And they're bigger too. See, they're twice the size of the Japanese. They really
He
are.
scared you good, sounds like.
All the Dutch people, Jill, the men and the women, were 6 foot tall and blonde. I swear to God, it was crazy. Yeah.
Also the women.
Also the women, yeah, that's right. But yeah, thanks so much for being here. I want to thank everyone in the chat, Greek letters and William Shakespeare, molecular arts, and Sashi, and I know where was DJ Play Nice? Was one of the very first people here. I want to thank you for being here. And Jill, of course. Rank or Steve even made
Definitely.
an appearance. The lovely Sherry.
The lovely Sherry. I hope to see you tomorrow at
Yes.
Deej Odyssey's birthday party over on his
Ooh.
channel, where they will be celebrating not only his birthday, which was today, but also Snortopoopus Q Burr's birthday, which
Ooh,
is
that's.
tomorrow or
I
today,
would love to.
later.
There's a lot of birthdays this month. Mine's on Wednesday.
Mm.
That's crazy.
No
Uh,
way! Wow.
yeah. Well, DJ play. DJ's DJ Odyssey. I've got notifications on for him, so I will have to see if I can find him tomorrow. Do you know what time they're starting?
I don't know. I
Is
don't
it
know what time.
in the afternoon? I would suspect, but I've got notifications on.
Hopefully.
I'll
Yeah,
find it.
no. He doesn't post the stream early, so I forget when he said it
No,
was gonna be.
well, it takes
But
planning and
it's sometime
coordination.
tomorrow. Just so since you don't know when it is, you gotta be subscribed, hit that bell.
That's right. Yeah.
Check him out.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. Yes, the world's tallest people, says Molecular Arts. I believe that to be true. That was also what I've heard.
I feel like a little person there.
And Sashi says, yes, tanks don't do well on Malaysian soil, too muddy. So bicycles were the better option, much faster. No kidding. That makes sense. I believe that. And DJ Playnice says, thanks for hosting Canadian Spider-Man. You rock. Now I got to twist a jib and reminisce. Have an awesome weekend, man. Thanks, DJ Playnice. Now I will say, it is legal here in Canada, and Amsterdam is comparable. And I like this. You can see this is a houseboat, Jill, and it's right on the canal, and those are curtains to someone's bedroom, and there's a wood stove with a on board, and they're just living. And those look like plastic skylights. So they're just living right on the river, right in nature, with a little wood stove.
Oh, that seems pleasant.
I could live like that. I totally could.
I think you could, yeah. All
Well,
your
thank you
postcards
so
would
much.
fit.
I'm sorry?
All your postcards would fit.
I think they would. Yeah. I don't have much stuff. I could fit all my possessions in that boat. I sure could. Most of my possessions are souvenirs. That's true. But thank you so much. So this was Amsterdam, folks, and not a whole lot of
Yeah.
photos from Amsterdam, but I do have some good ones.
I've always
And,
wanted to go there, although at this point I can't take my children, so I'll need a babysitter.
You will need a babysitter for sure. Yeah, and there's Amsterdam, folks. It was a heck of a good experience. I enjoyed it. And do they still eat sauerkraut with Swanstocker over there? I've eaten a lot of sauerkraut. I don't know what Swanstocker is. Something to do with pigs?
I mean, neither.
Yeah, I will have another bonfire soon, William Shakespeare. We've got, my birthday's Wednesday, so I think I'm going to have a bonfire probably Tuesday night, a bonfire stream to celebrate my birthday. And our election is Monday, so I might have a bonfire stream Sunday and talk about how panicked I am about what Canadians are going to do on the election on Monday. So I don't have much faith in my fellow Canadians doing. We didn't do so well during the pandemic. Let me say that much. we didn't make all the right choices as a nation. My birthday. Yeah, I turned 53 this Wednesday. So Tuesday night, I'll have a birthday live stream, and I'm definitely going to vote for the Conservatives just because we've had 10 years of the Liberals, and we are broke. We are divided. We don't even know which bathrooms to use. It's time for a change. Yeah, but thank you so much for joining Anti-Derivative Jill. Do you want to promote? Yeah. Do you want to promote what you're doing? Because you're always doing something.
I am always doing something. Yeah, over at the Anti-Derivative Jill channel, we like to explore good stories. On Tuesday, we're doing The Twilight Zone. But on Fridays, sometimes I do a movie or a TV show. But this Friday, I didn't have time for all that. So we're just going to do a hangout stream, and that'll be fun too. I surely, and we'll talk about stuff and things and whatever we want.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was able to join you for a couple of your last streams, so that
Oh,
was
yeah, you were just there just this past Saturday. Yeah, thank you for that.
that was good. No, it was always fun. You always have a very positive panel, which is fun. And people, if you're not subscribed to Anti-Derivative Jill, although I think all of my viewers would definitely be sub to you, Jill. There's and DJ Play Nice put it in the chat as well, so it's in there twice for you folks. So please sub to Jill. You're up over 1,400 subs now, aren't you? Oh, you're muted, Jill.
I'm approaching 1,300.
About 1,300. Okay,
Yes,
that is
getting
fantastic.
close.
Yeah, no, that's because it hasn't been quite. Has it been? Has it been 3 years for you, Jill?
Yes, 3
It has been.
years.
Yeah, it has.
3
Okay, right.
years.
Yeah,
Very good, very
we
good.
started about this more or less about the same time. You and I, more or less, I think.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So please check her out, Jill. Jill's stream is always fun, and especially with the panelists you have on. And Sashi says, just enter whichever restroom is cleaner and identify as that gender. That's always a good solid advice, Sashi. So yeah, I think I will do a bonfire stream this Sunday. I'm
Good.
not monetized, so I don't have a problem speaking about politics on my channel, and we often do that. So yeah, I think
Oh,
Sunday
speaking
we'll
of
do it.
politics, what's Rod Thunderheart doing? Where's he been?
Yeah, he's been so busy working. I know that he wants to do a live stream, and we were talking about actually having you moderate because I would like to talk about the benefits of having a closer relationship with the U.S., much closer, and maybe even becoming some sort of formal alliance. Where Rod wanted to debate the other side, saying that no, we should stay more independent than anything. And so, yeah, that was the idea.
I could
And I
see
want,
I could see the merits to both sides.
yep. So that's why it was going to be a good debate. But I think Rod is so busy now. And I want to say, and welcome, hello, Mr. Angel. Wait, is that a picture of Amsterdam? Well, yes,
Hello.
I did have an Amsterdam picture up there. It was. But I just made you a moderator, just no obligations with that, just because I do like to have as many moderators. Anyone that I recognize, I make them a moderator. So yeah, that's Amsterdam, Mr. Angel. We were just leaving. So thanks for being here, everyone. Next Thursday, we will be traveling around the world again. I might do Paris, I think. I think Paris
Oh.
is going to take a couple. Like I've got I haven't been too many places in France, only a couple of places, but I've been to Paris a few times. So, and that might take more than one stream.
You got quite a big album for that one then.
I do, yeah, I do. So, but anyway, we're definitely gonna do another travel around the world next week. So join us next Thursday for that, folks. And I want to thank Jill for co-hosting as always. Take care, folks. We'll end it right now.
Good night, guys.